Well, Bob, it was really coming down in our area tonight.
Yeah, a lot of rainfall here,
thunder.
lightning, thunder, heavy rainfall at times, and we could see similar conditions again tomorrow because of this trough of low pressure. But I want to show you this picture that was sent in of this beautiful rainbow here, and this is at Latrobe near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and there he is right there. He was the master, wasn't he? Arnold Palmer, and his ashes were actually spread over near Latrobe right there, and the rainbow then shortly appeared right after. It was a full rainbow, a beautiful shot there too, and there was a lot of photos that are running around on social media too, just to kind of give us a hey, we're okay
incredible.
up here maybe.
Yeah,
Who knows,
yeah, he's sending a sign, I think, for sure. That's incredible.
That is
a
full rainbow right there. Perfect shot. I'll tell you what, this is another perfect shot here, too. This is our tower cam getting a look at the sunset tonight from downtown Sarasota. You can see those clouds moving in from the Gulf of Mexico, rotating around an area of low pressure, which is kind of hung up to the north of us, but a beautiful sunset tonight, despite the fact that there was quite a bit of clouds around. Fred Seeger still snapping this beautiful shot, the little opening right there of some blue skies above the storms that were developing. And I tell you, we've had a lot of rainfall around. Norm getting this earlier this afternoon as the showers were moving on in. Titan radar picture showing a lot of activity tonight out in the Gulf of Mexico. It's all associated with this trough of low pressure, which is digging down in the Gulf of Mexico, creating a little bit of outflow in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which enhance these storms. And the good news is things are lessening right now, so not nearly as intense as they were earlier. And that's a trend, but they will refire up again tomorrow morning. And so there will be a few coastal showers in the morning as you wake up for the most part. And you can see the lightning well offshore right now, but nothing too significant. Still some light rain lingering across parts of the Suncoast, but not much going on there at all as far as that goes. Now, as far as the rainfall amounts go, you can see some pretty impressive amounts. Over an inch just to the east of Siesta Key near Sarasota and near the Gulf Gate area, also just to the east of Palmetto, over an inch. There's that trough I mentioned. You can see it quite clearly on the water vapor imagery. It shows it digging down in the northern Gulf of Mexico. Now, that dry air is what we want to see move in, but it's having a hard time of it. You can see that moisture just kind of hanging right there and redeveloping. So this is about the extent of the dry air. It will shut the storms down to the north of us, I think, tomorrow, say north of Tampa Bay, but still with this flow out of the west and southwest, there'll be a chance, a pretty good chance for some showers and storms scattered about, not a total rain out at all. 78 right now, feels like not a big problem. The dew point is at 74. We have generally fair skies, some high clouds still lingering from the storms that were left behind earlier. 89 degrees the high, below 90 at least, but still above average. Has been a very warm fall so far to start things off. Jacksonville at 77, Orlando 75, and 76 in Tallahassee right now. As far as temperatures go around the region, Bradenton had been down to 75. They're warming back up now, and that's because of that west flow. With the water temperature at 87, that air moving over, it kind of keeps things a little bit warmer there. And that will also be the catalyst, which will start more showers developing, that warm water out in the Gulf. Temperatures for lows tonight, mid-70s for the most part, lower 70s while inland. Sarasota 76, 74 into actually 74 in Parrish, 77 for a low into Bradenton. Well, a look at what's going on here as far as the overall picture goes. You can still see some cloudiness out there in the Gulf of Mexico and showers. It is slowly pushing to the southeast, but as I alluded to earlier, that's about the extent of it right there. That line will, for the most part, pull up stationary tomorrow. We'll stay in that warm, moist, humid air mass, and that always has the potential for some showers and storms. Well, this one is getting stronger. It is Matthew. It is the 13th named storm of the season. Already top winds are up to 80 miles an hour, and it's going to be getting stronger, we do believe. You can just see from the satellite imagery, this color-enhanced satellite imagery, it's becoming more symmetrical. And when it does that, that means it's creating its own environment, and there was an eye for a short period of time developing already. It doesn't appear that it's going to get too strong too quick, though. There's some shear going out of the southwest. In fact, out ahead of it, a little drier air right there. The forecast cone really hasn't moved much. It's shifted a little bit to the west. You'll notice Florida right there, the southern tip, getting close to it. We'll have to wait for further data. What happened is the Gulf Stream 4, which is a high-altitude plane, a reconnaissance plane, flying missions all throughout this region this afternoon and evening, also to the west of it. And that data is going to get put into the computer forecast models for tomorrow, and it will give a little bit better handle as to what's going on in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which actually steer the system. So still a lot of uncertainty as to what it may do day 5, day 6, and even day 7. Some models, like the European, develop it into a major hurricane before making its way through Cuba at this point. So there's a couple models that take it off west, but the consensus is that it will move through looks like near Jamaica, and then the western or the eastern tip of Cuba. And then a couple of models are shifting a little bit to the left. We don't like to see that at all. Water temperatures very warm throughout this region too, mid to upper 80s, so an excellent environment for storms to develop. Well, here's a look at what's happening for boaters tomorrow. Southwest to west winds at 5 to 10 knots and seas not all that high. The extended forecast shapes up like this. 40% chance. That's it for scattered storms tomorrow. There'll be some around. And then again on Saturday, we'll start to see a transition. More in the afternoon and evening on Sunday. Sunday and Monday look rather ominous right now. That may change due to the future movement of Matthew, which we're not too certain about because it could stay down there for a while. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out.